Hi guys, it's Lynn here. Hope you're having an amazing day. Now this is just going to be an update on my Schlumbergera cacti, commonly known as the Christmas and Thanksgiving cacti. What is in bud and what is in flower. And I'm going to do a more of an update video when they're actually all blooming as well, so stay tuned for then. And I'm just going to also include some of the epiphytic cacti because there's things going on with these also. But this is mainly on the Schlumbergera, commonly known as the Christmas and Thanksgiving cacti. And first of all, I'm going to start off with my very, very old Schlumbergera truncata cactus that I've had for many years. And this plant is possibly about 70 years old. I've mentioned the history about it before, that I got it from my friend who was growing it for 25 years, and he got it from a lady who also had it for 25 years. And then when she bought it, it was already quite mature. And I've had this plant for about 10 years also, so you can imagine how old it could be. Very old woody stems on it there. And this beautiful cactus flowers every year without fail for me, with an abundance of beautiful red blooms. And this, I'm happy to say, is packed almost every single stem with flower buds, and it even flowered for me in the summer this year. It was quite funny. Not only did it flower last winter, also in the summer too, and lovely to see so many buds on this beauty. So probably in another month's time this is going to be blooming beautiful, so stay tuned when this is all in flower, and I'll do a lovely video when it's all blooming beautiful. But so lovely to see the beautiful buds on that. And then this is my my true Christmas cactus, a Schlumbergera bucklei. And the reason why I call it the true Christmas cactus is, although that all of these Schlumbergera family of plants are all grouped usually, and they're usually sold, especially here in the UK and Ireland, they usually are sold as Christmas cactus because that's the time of year they flower. But the true Christmas cactus actually has the scalloped edging on it. As you can see here, this is rounded scalloped edging. And the Thanksgiving cactus, which is a Schlumbergera truncata, has these a serrated edging, almost like a claw, a crab's claw. And I have made a video on how to tell the difference between a Thanksgiving cactus and a Christmas cactus. And if you want to know a bit more detail about that, do check out the video. Link should be up above. If you can't find it, do a search on it on YouTube. I know the links up above don't always work on mobile, so if you're watching it on a PC or a laptop, it should be okay. If you're on a mobile, maybe you may have to search for it, but hopefully you'll get to see that video. But just a bit of a short one here. This is the scalloped edging here, and this is the Schlumbergera bucklei, which is more the true traditional Christmas cactus, but it's not commonly seen in cultivation. I was lucky to be gifted this as cuttings from friends, so I'm happy to say I've got the true Christmas cactus here as well as the Thanksgiving. And as you can see, lots of buds just coming up on this now on the edges. So in about probably more than 6 weeks, I should say, a bit later, this is all going to be beautiful blooms all on it as well. So that's good to see. Both my Thanksgiving and my Christmas cactus is going to be blooming beautiful, lots of buds. And this is my other Schlumbergera truncata Thanksgiving cacti. I've got 3 different varieties in here. I've got the red one, I've got a white one and a pink one, and the red is all in bud, as you can see there, and the white one is also starting to form some buds as well on there, so very happy to see. And but the pink one as well is also coming up into bud at the back. And they have another pot here with 3 more different types of Schlumbergera truncatas. This big wider leaved variety, which is more of the newer versions. That one looks like it's fallen off, oh dear. But there's loads more red buds all on this. That's going to be blooming beautiful as well. And I also have another white one, a flowering one, that I don't think is having any buds on it at the moment, but it probably will do. Sometimes they even come up in January. Now that's the Schlumbergeras in the polytunnel. Then I'm going to take you into the house and show you the Schlumbergeras I've got in my office, because there I've got a white flowering one, and I've also got a lovely lilac coloured one as well. That is the lilac one is actually in bloom, and the white one is just starting to bloom, so I'm going to show you that here. But I'm going to include this in the video. It's not a Christmas or Thanksgiving cactus, it's an Epiphyllum, but it's too beautiful not to share. This is actually my Epiphyllum zigzag cactus, and it is blooming for the first time for me. I mean, look at that, guys. And the scent of these blooms are breathtaking, I have to say. They are so gorgeous. It just smells like jasmine, a little bit linden blossomy, jasmine like, absolutely heavenly scent. You can smell it. And yes, I'm going to be having a go at pollinating these. I'm not sure if it's going to be a success because I've never pollinated this particular cactus before. As I say, it's the first time flowering, but I'm going to cross-pollinate the flowers and see what happens anyway. And I've made many pollination videos, so I may or may not make a separate video on this, but I may do. If I have, it will be on probably the next day or a couple of days or so. But it is just so lovely to see this bloom beautiful. And though it's not a Christmas or Thanksgiving cactus, I just have to show you that, guys. It is breathtaking. And now I'm going to go upstairs and show you what's flowering with the Schlumbergeras in my office. Now here I am in my office, which is also my grow room as well. And I have the hanging basket stand where I have a lot of my epiphytic cacti hanging from here. As you know, I had a lot of hanging baskets in the polytunnel, including the Schlumbergeras. But I've got some of the hanging baskets here that are not as cold hardy, and also ones that sort of need a lot more water, that I don't like to introduce more water and dampness into the polytunnel. So I keep these in my office here on the big hanging basket stand, which I really love, I have to say. A mixture of ripsalis and other types of different types of epiphytes, including Hylocereus, commonly known as the dragon fruit type of cacti there, and this lovely big ripsalis there as well. But here I have also some more Schlumbergeras, as you can see. And this one here is my wonderful orange Brazil Schlumbergera trunk. This is actually Schlumbergera tendenza, which is a hybrid of the truncata. It has much wider leaves and also has a reddish appearance to it as well. It's sort of meant to look like that with the red coloration. When I had it in the polytunnel, it was getting a bit too much sun. It does need to be repotted, which I'm going to wait until it has stopped flowering before I repot. If I was to repot this now, it would tend to drop the buds, so not a good idea. Plus, when they're slightly underpotted, personally, this is only my experience, I often find that they flower better. I've often repotted plants on because they've needed bigger baskets and they've not flowered that year because the energy is going to the root system. It doesn't hurt the plant, and if they need repotting, they need to be repotted. But just bear that in mind if you're coming into bud. Wait until after it's flowered. And there is so far just one big bud on this orange Brazil. This is an absolutely beautiful flowering cactus. It has gorgeous orange blooms on it, but there's only one at the moment. But I think there's tiny little signs of it coming through on the other side, but I'm not going to really show that because I don't want to be too hopeful just yet. But there's definitely one on there, which is good news. And as I say, it's still early days. There might be more flowers. And this one, guys, is my white flowering Schlumbergera truncata. Again, this is a different variety again, because it has more like feathered leaves. The leaves are they're like crab claw-like, but they're much more like feathers. There's many new different hybrids on the market now. These are the ones I sort of got over the past few years rather than my very old ones. And I noticed the leaves, very pretty, sort of like feathered almost. And they're wider leaves as well. But this is my white flowering one. As you can see, it's absolutely packed with buds on every single stem. And this one is very nearly open. And this one has actually opened here. And look at that, guys. Isn't it beautiful? It's a beautiful white flower and gorgeous bright pink stigma in the middle there. Absolutely stunning. So very happy with that one. Then I have a few little cuttings here of different types of Schlumbergeras that friends have given me. This one is that's actually wrongly labelled. It's got Ripsalidopsis, but it's actually not. I don't know why that's come out. That's meant to be in this. People have been here and they've picked it out, so that's wrong. That's a Schlumbergera here. Again, that's a pink flowering one in bud. And here, just check out the other ones as well. I have, before I show you this one, this is another. This is Schlumbergera Froni as well. There's no signs of buds on this just yet, but it's still early days. And this one here is gorgeous. I'm just going to get this out so you can see it better, guys. This one here is my Schlumbergera, the lilac flowering one. And this was actually given to me as a cutting only last year from a friend. And it has 3 beautiful blooms on it. Look at that, guys. I don't want to knock them off, but it's beautiful. A beautiful, beautiful lilac coloured flowering one. Absolutely breathtaking. So I'm happy to see that is what is going on here with the Schlumbergeras. I just thought I'd do a little update, and stay tuned for lots more updates on these individual plants when they're all blooming beautiful. And also stay tuned for complete polytunnel cacti and succulent plant update that I'm going to be doing very soon, and also a complete indoor cacti and succulent and houseplant update, including what I've got in this office and in our living rooms and other grow rooms blooms in the house. Stay tuned for that also coming up, probably after the polytunnel one. And if you want to know a little bit more on how to grow Christmas and Thanksgiving cactus, do check out a video I have made on how to grow a Christmas cactus. Links up above. And if you want to know a little bit more on how to grow cacti and succulents in general, please do check out my website, desertplantsofavalon.com. I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of plant power from across the Emerald Isle. And until the next video, bye. Bye. Bye.